Your person is in a phase of deep introspection and realization, actively distancing themselves from those who no longer serve their best interests. They have become acutely aware of how the interference of others has had a detrimental effect on their relationship with you, and they are taking steps to correct this. This newfound clarity has led them to make difficult decisions, choosing to sever ties with individuals who have brought negativity or confusion into their life. The realization that these external influences have played a significant role in the strain between you two has been eye-opening for them. It's as if they are finally seeing things as they truly are, without the cloud of other people's opinions and interference. From a distance, your person is keeping a watchful eye on you. They may not be directly involved in your life at the moment, but that doesn't mean they aren't deeply invested in what's happening with you. In fact, they are more focused on you than ever before, trying to understand the changes you are going through. There is a strong curiosity on their part to know if you still hold any feelings for them or if your interest has waned. They are trying to piece together the puzzle of your life through the fragments they can observe from afar. This might be through mutual friends, social media, or simply their intuition, but they are definitely tuned into your energy, trying to gauge where you stand emotionally. As they watch from the sidelines, they can't help but notice the significant changes in your life. You have been stepping out, meeting new people, and reconnecting with old friends and family. It's clear that you are enjoying yourself, embracing life with a renewed sense of joy and freedom. Whether it's going out for social gatherings, indulging in hobbies, or simply taking time to pamper yourself, you are clearly in a phase of self-love and self-care. This transformation hasn't gone unnoticed by your person. They are both surprised and impressed by the way you have blossomed into a more vibrant and confident version of yourself. The changes in you are profound, and they can sense it deeply. You are no longer the person who was perhaps overly concerned with their every move or word. You have shifted your focus inward, and it shows. The low vibration energy that might have surrounded you before, perhaps due to anxieties, insecurities, or emotional dependence, has dissipated. In its place is a high vibration energy that is powerful, magnetic, and undeniably attractive. You are radiating a sense of inner peace and self-assurance that is not only felt by your person but also by everyone around you. People in your life are beginning to notice that you are different this time, more centered, more at peace, and more in love with yourself than ever before. This newfound sense of self-priority has made you even more captivating. You are no longer chasing anyone or anything, and this has shifted the dynamics entirely. Instead of seeking validation or approval from others, you are now giving yourself the love and attention you deserve. This change in focus has made your energy more beautiful and alluring, drawing people towards you naturally. Your person can feel this shift deeply and is finding themselves increasingly drawn to you. The energy you are now exuding is something they can't resist, and it's making them want to be closer to you again. They are feeling an intense urge to come back into your life, driven by the fear that if they don't act soon, someone else might capture your attention. The idea of another man entering your life and winning your heart is something they can't bear to think about. This fear, combined with the magnetic pull of your transformed energy, is pushing them to take action. They are realizing that if they don't make a move soon, they could lose you forever. This realization is stirring a sense of urgency within them. They know that they have to come back into your life before it's too late, before someone else recognizes the incredible person you have become and steps in to claim a place in your heart. Your person is feeling more drawn to you than ever before, not just because of who you were, but because of who you have become, a strong, confident, and self-assured individual who no longer waits for others to dictate their happiness. In this space of transformation, the power dynamic between you two has shifted. Where they once may have felt in control, they now find themselves in a position of longing and uncertainty. They are no longer sure of where they stand with you, and this uncertainty is driving them to consider their next move very carefully. They want to return, to reconnect, and to be a part of this new chapter of your life, but they are also aware that they have to do so on your terms, not theirs. The person you have become demands respect, and they know they must approach you with the same level of respect and admiration you now have for yourself. In essence, your transformation has not only impacted how others see you but has also changed how your person sees themselves in relation to you. They are feeling the pull to come back into your life, not out of habit or convenience, but out of a genuine recognition of your worth and the fear of losing you to someone else who might see it too. Living in daydreams has become exhausting, and I find myself increasingly desperate to make you mine. The separation is growing more difficult with each passing day, and it weighs heavily on my heart. This distance between us isn't just physical, it's a chasm filled with emotions that I can no longer ignore. I've come to realize how deeply I've been affected by this longing, and it's led me to reflect on who I've become in the process. What I've discovered is unsettling, but it's also liberating, in a way I never expected. In my desperation to cope with the distance between us, I've noticed a troubling shift in my behavior. I've become more controlling and manipulative than I ever imagined I could be. It's as if, in an effort to protect my fragile ego and maintain some semblance of pride, I've started to act in ways that are completely out of character. I've begun to play with the emotions of others, using them as pawns in a game I never intended to play. It's a realization that fills me with shame, a deep, gnawing regret that I can't seem to shake. I am truly sorry for the person I've become, and the hurt I've caused in the process. But in the midst of this turmoil, it was you who held up a mirror to me. You didn't shy away from showing me the truth, no matter how painful it was for me to see. You revealed the lighter and darker sides of my personality, and in doing so, you completely shocked me. I wasn't prepared for the image I saw staring back at me. It was as though a fog had been lifted, and I could finally see how toxic my thoughts and actions had become. This wasn't the person I wanted to be, and yet, here I was, caught in a web of my own making. Your honesty forced me to confront the reality of my behavior. Without realizing it, I began to run, not just from you, but from myself. The truth you showed me was too much to bear, and it was easier to flee than to face the painful reality of my own selfishness. I was acting in ways that were completely contrary to the values I once held dear, and I couldn't stand to see the reflection of that person in your eyes. So, I ran, thinking that distance would somehow make it easier to forget, to deny what I had become. Yet, in those quiet moments when I was alone with my thoughts, I couldn't escape the things you had said to me, the truths you had shown me. I found myself replaying our conversations, analyzing every word, trying to understand how my innocence and kindness had morphed into something so cruel. It was a painful process, one that forced me to confront parts of myself that I had been neglecting for far too long. I didn't want to see the darkness within me, but you made it impossible to ignore. You illuminated the parts of myself that I had tried so hard to keep hidden, even from myself. As difficult as it has been, I am grateful for the lessons you have taught me. You have been my guide, my lighthouse, steering me away from the rocks that I was blindly heading toward. You've helped me to see not only my flaws but also my strengths. You've shown me that there is still light within me, even if it had been overshadowed by the darkness I had allowed to take hold. Your presence in my life has been a blessing, a beacon that has guided me back to a path that I thought I had lost forever. Thank you for everything you've done for me, for the patience and understanding you've shown even when I didn't deserve it. I am grateful beyond words that you came into my life when you did, and that you cared enough to help me see the truth, no matter how painful it was. You've helped me to rediscover the person I want to be, and for that, I will always be thankful. This is why I say that you are my lighthouse. You have been the steady light guiding me through the darkest storms, helping me to navigate the turbulent waters of my own emotions. Without you, I might have continued to drift, lost and alone, unable to find my way back to the person I once was, or the person I aspire to become. You have shown me that even in the darkest of times, there is always a light that can lead us back to ourselves. For this, and for so much more, I will always be in your debt. Your positive attitude, unwavering self-care, and unconditional love have profoundly influenced both your life and the life of your partner. These qualities have not only allowed you to nurture yourself but also created a safe space for your partner to begin stepping out of their comfort zone. In the past, your partner may have been trapped in a cycle of limiting beliefs and outdated patterns that kept them stuck in a low vibrational energy. They were likely unaware of how these ingrained habits affected their mindset, behavior, and overall outlook on life. However, your presence in their life has sparked a transformation. Your partner is gradually gaining the courage to confront these deeply rooted beliefs and challenge the old patterns that have held them back for so long. This process of breaking free from their comfort zone has not been easy for them. It has required a great deal of introspection, courage, and the willingness to change. But with your support, they are beginning to see how these changes are necessary for their growth and well-being. They are starting to realize that the way they used to behave, the negativity they harbored, and the toxic attitudes they once held towards people in life, in general, were not only harmful but also unproductive. Your partner is now more aware of how their previous mindset and actions were detrimental to their personal happiness and fulfillment. Before meeting you, your partner might not have recognized the extent to which their behavior impacted their relationships and overall quality of life. They might have believed that their approach to life was justified or that their actions were simply a reflection of the world around them. However, since you entered their life, there has been a noticeable shift. Your influence has prompted them to reevaluate their thoughts, feelings, and actions. They have come to see that there is a better, more positive way to live and interact with others. Your partner now understands that they were the kind of person who constantly sought approval from others, relying heavily on external validation to feel worthy or valued. This dependence on external sources for self-worth often left them feeling empty, unfulfilled, and constantly in need of reassurance. But with your presence, they have started to let go of this need for external validation. They are learning to find satisfaction within themselves, to listen to their heart and soul, and to prioritize their own feelings and desires over the opinions of others. This shift in perspective has been incredibly liberating for your partner. It has allowed them to begin the journey of self-discovery and self-acceptance, which is crucial for their personal growth and happiness. Despite these positive changes, the relationship has not been without its challenges. At some point, your partner may have walked away from the relationship, believing that it was the best decision for them at the time. However, this separation has left them feeling as though they have lost a part of themselves. They now realize that the connection you shared was not just significant, but essential to their sense of completeness and well-being. No matter how things might appear on the surface, it is important to understand that your partner is deeply committed to winning back your heart and trust. They recognize the value of what they had with you, and they are determined to make amends for any mistakes they may have made in the past. This determination is not just about rekindling a romantic relationship, but about proving to themselves, and to you, that they have grown and evolved as a person. They want to show you that the positive changes they have made are real and lasting. Your partner's journey is far from over, but they are on the right path. They are working hard to break free from the chains of their old beliefs and patterns, and they are committed to becoming the best version of themselves. Your influence has been a catalyst for this transformation, and they are deeply grateful for the role you have played in their life. As they continue to grow and change, they hope to rebuild the trust and connection that was once lost, and to create a relationship that is stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling for both of you.